Hey, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Today we're going to focus on meditation. I'm going to do 5 different meditations, and this is specifically for people who really struggle with meditation. I know a lot of people, we've tried to meditate and maybe we feel like we're failing at it, like we're not really getting the right instructions. So I'm going to give you a different set of instructions. Thank you for the likes. I'm going to give you a different set of instructions today for meditation, and we're going to focus on 5 different meditations today. So, Clay, we're going to be here for the next hour or so. Also, if you want to share this live with others, click that arrow and let's share it. I just got on, so we're going to be on for another hour. So thank you all for those of you who are back. My fans and followers, I love you all. I'm really doing this for you. So you're the ones I'm doing it for. There's a lot of distractions on TikTok with the comments and all that, but I'm talking right to you. So today we're going to do some meditation. So before I jump into I'm going to do 5 different meditations. Before I jump into the first one, I want to just share a big picture. It's really not about meditating as an activity or an action. It's not about meditating. It's about finding balance and inner peace. It's not about the act of meditating, it's about finding balance and inner peace. And in fact, one of the best things you can do to help you meditate is to replace the word meditation completely with the word balance. So instead of saying meditate, say balance. Like, I'm going to balance for 5 minutes today instead of I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes. Because when you meditate for 5 minutes, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to do something. And people will tell you there's a right way to meditate, but what that means is that you're disempowering yourself. There's no right way to meditate. There's a million ways to meditate. I'm going to do 5 meditations today, but there are 5 million ways to meditate. Because if someone tells you there's a right way to meditate, then you're abandoning all the knowledge to the teacher. Only the teacher knows the right way to meditate, and all the 999 followers are doing it wrong. Well, you're not doing it wrong. You're just not doing it the way the teacher said. If you would also, I appreciate the likes, the follows. If you would also do me a favor and forward or share this live here in the beginning, let's get that number up right off the bat. So appreciate you all. I'm assuming the sound of the audio is good, that you can hear me. One of the things you're told to do when you meditate is to quiet your mind. That's one of the worst pieces of advice ever, because it makes you feel like you're failing. Because no one can quiet their mind, certainly not a beginner. Even the Tibetan Buddhists, they have this state of mind called clear mind. But in clear mind, their mind isn't empty. They're giving themselves things to think about. So instead of quieting your mind, maybe make it more about quieting your life. Instead of trying to quiet your mind, focus on quieting your life. Getting rid of all the jijji stuff that's in your muscles and skin and nerves. Quiet your life. Don't quiet your mind. It's not about making your life better. We're all chasing something to make our lives better. The real goal should be to make your life simpler. Simpler, not better. Simpler. Make your life simpler. Don't quiet your mind. Quiet your life. Quiet your emotions. Don't think that there's a right way to meditate. Just enjoy the experience. Don't let a teacher tell you you have to hold your hands in a certain place and your nose and your legs. Those are all outer things. Everything that we've been taught about meditation is how to fix the outer things. Meditation is not an outer activity. It's an inner experience of bliss and peace. There's no right way to meditate. There's a million ways to meditate. Replace the word meditation with the word balance. I'm going to balance for 15 minutes this morning. Or I'm going to walk and I'm going to bring myself into balance. Of course, you can meditate when you walk, right? So and it's not about controlling your thoughts. That's too small of an objective. You want to focus on controlling your life. Don't just quiet your mind. Quiet your whole life. Quiet your nervous system. Quiet your muscles. Quiet your emotions. Do that right now. Shake it all out and just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Clear space. Just clear space. I want you to start letting go of all the negative energy inputs that no longer serve you. And if people have trouble letting go, instead of thinking about, I'm going to let go of things, think about it differently, because that's a three-dimensional perspective. I'm going to let go of this, I'm going to let go of that. And of course, as soon as you name what it is you're going to let go, it's now occupying your mind again. You just gave it more power. So don't let go of things. Instead, focus on clearing space. Don't worry about what you're letting go. You're focusing on clearing space. It's a positive activity. You want to be able to anchor more light into your body. You want to be able to anchor more peace and patience into your body. Don't worry about letting go of stuff. Worry more about trying to clear space for yourself. Clear space for yourself. And I want to repeat again, everyone's focused on making their life better. Oh, I want a better life. I want more of this, more of that, less of this, less of that. You know what you really want to focus on? Focus on making your life simpler. Not better, simpler. Simplify your life. Simplify your circumstances. Clear space, clear space. We're going to do 5 meditations today. I'm going to start with the very, very most simple one. And the first thing I want you to do is just to massage your face a little bit. Clear out all the tension. Most of my tension, 90% of my tension that I carry is shoulders and up. So clear that, and we're going to relax, and we're going to do a meditation. I'm going to start with a very simple one. This is especially for people who struggle with meditating or feel like you're failure at meditating because you can't quiet your mind. So what we're going to do, instead of quieting our minds today, I'm going to give you 5 different meditations where you're going to give your mind something to focus on. Everyone can do that, right? You can't stop your thoughts, certainly not at the beginner's level. That's a crazy way. That's like me trying to teach you how to play baseball by throwing you 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. How come you can't hit it? How come you can't hit it? First I have to toss it in. Let's give you some easy ones to hit, right? So meditation's the same way. Don't say I have to clear my mind. You have to sit in a certain way, and your hands and your eyes, all outer stuff. Forget that. Let's make it easy to succeed in meditation. So replace the word meditation with balance. So we're going to balance for the next 5 minutes. We're not going to meditate. We're just going to come to balance within ourselves. Meditation isn't an activity that you schedule. Meditation is an inner experience. So let's do the first simple meditation. First of all, relax, clear any tension you're holding. If you can close your eyes, that's great. If not, we can still do this. It still works with your eyes open. That's another thing. You can meditate with your eyes open. You can meditate throughout the day. But meditation number 1, we're just going to choose a focus word. You're going to relax. Your breathing, this is in general, not just for meditation. In general, your breathing should be more diaphragmatic. Instead of breathing from up here, you want to breathe as a result of relaxing, expanding and contracting your diaphragm. So try to connect with your diaphragm, and let's do the first meditation. Put your inner sight, because that's another thing in meditation. You want to develop your inner sight. Put your inner sight on your diaphragm and your lower rib muscles. And just feel that breathing complex relaxing. The air will come in because your diaphragm is expanding. You're not actually breathing in. Your diaphragm is creating the inhale, and the pushing together of your ribs and your diaphragm is causing the exhale. So let's just do that 3 or 4 times. Find your breath. Find your diaphragm. Put your inner sight on your diaphragm. Don't worry about where your hands are. Just have them comfortable, relaxed. Doesn't matter. None of the outer things matter. We're just focusing on inner sight and breath. And now I want you to choose a focus word. I have about a dozen different focus words that I rotate through, but we're going to pick a focus word today. It's called balance. Now, balance is a simple word. It's 7 letters, but it means a lot of different things. So what I want you to do is, as you're slowly relaxing, going deeper into your diaphragmatic breathing, I want you to imagine the word balance right in front of you, right over your head. And I want that word balance to just percolate into your system, into your being, into your cells, into your physical body, into your emotional body, into your energetic body. And I want you to just feel the word balance. That's the focus word for today. Just allow the word balance to swirl around inside you, to soak into your cells, to soak into your muscles and your emotions. Balance. What does that mean to you? Absorb that word into your being. Balance. Let your being become the word balance and all that meaning of whatever it means to you to be balanced. Let that absorb into your body. For those of you that struggle with meditation, this focus word concept is very powerful because you're not thinking of nothing. You're not stopping your mind. That's impossible for a beginner. You're giving your mind not only something to think about, but you're creating a kinesthetic feeling inside your body. You're using your inner sight to bring the concept of balance into your being, right through the crown chakra, right through your energy system. Ooh, and just let that word balance absorb you. Let it just penetrate your cells. This simple meditation, it's called a focus word meditation, can easily be your morning meditation for 3, 4, 5 minutes and your evening meditation before you go to sleep. So if you struggle with meditation, you want to establish a morning meditation habit and an evening habit. You want to repeat this over and over and over again. And as you create this habit, this morning and evening meditation habit, you can plug in different focus words. You can put in words like patience. Let's take the word patience and let's resonate with that. Patience. Sit with that word for a minute. What does it mean to be patient? How does it feel in your body, in your cells, in your muscles, in your emotional body? Just patience. Let that percolate in. To everyone who told me earlier that you struggle with meditation or you feel like you're failing, just comment 1 if this is helping you. This is the simplest meditation. It's called a focus word meditation. So instead of quieting your mind, you're actually energizing your whole system with the word balance, patience, inner peace. Let these words, let the meaning of these words soak into your being, into every cell. Let it all percolate in you until it starts to weave itself into your DNA. You want these focus words to weave themselves into your DNA, to weave themselves into your lifestyle. Balance, patience, stillness, peace. Become those concepts. Let them merge into your being. All right, that's the simplest meditation. You should be doing a morning meditation and an evening meditation, and don't overcomplicate it. Trent, I will be happy to talk to you in my Discord group. I can't troubleshoot you on a live TikTok, but I actually would be happy to talk to you in the Discord group up in my profile. So happy to do that for you. That's the easiest and simplest meditation. It's called focus word meditation. Just let those words percolate into your being and see how that feels. Whew, just let it all out, man. Just clear space. Yeah, you don't want to be nothing. Your mind is the most powerful force in the universe. Let's direct it to something positive and something beautiful that can resonate within us. Let's use our mind to make our body healthier, to make our emotions and all our trauma, to make all that melt. Yeah, you can use your mind for purposes. Don't quiet your mind. That's the most powerful force in the universe. Why would you want to put it in a box and bury it in a 6-foot hole and cover it up so you never think a thought again? The mind is beautiful. And we're going to do 4 more meditations that all involve giving your mind something to think about as opposed to quieting your mind. So this is specifically for people who are struggling with meditation. All right. Before I do meditation number 2, I want to share with you some misconceptions about meditation and the way it's normally taught. And this is important to understand because the way meditation is taught, it makes you feel like you're failing. And I really believe that when you look at all the things that these meditation teachers, these gurus teach, they're all from a mindset of lack. So for example, you have to focus on proper technique and posture. Well, that's a mindset of lack because that what means is that most people don't have proper technique and posture. There's no proper way to meditate. There are a million ways to meditate. And every one of us is unique. There's no way to meditate. As soon as there's a proper way, then the teacher holds all the power. That's not what meditation is about. It's not about the teacher and you. It's about you and your experience. There's no proper way to sit or stand or way to put your hands or none of that. Just get rid of all those outer things and don't worry that you're doing it. Doesn't matter. You can't do it wrong because there's a million ways to meditate. The second thing they tell you to do, which is crazy, is to quiet your mind. That's crazy. Only a very experienced meditator can actually view their mind as a still lake and have no perturbations. You don't want to quiet your mind. You want to give your mind a task during your meditation. You want to use your mind to give yourself a task. These people that you might see, I don't know if you know any, but they meditate for 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes at night. They're not thinking about nothing. They're following a routine in their head. They're going from this meditation to that meditation to this thought to this mantra. They're moving around in their own mind and they're meditating. It's not about quieting your mind. Not at all. It's about using your mind to lead you down a path of inner peace. They also tell you to release all attachments. Well, that doesn't make sense because I love my family. I love my kids. I love my grandkids. I love taking a hot shower every day. I like life. I enjoy life. I want to maximize my enjoyment of life, right? I recognize that I'm a being of light. I'm temporarily plugged into this body. This body is temporary, but what better place could we have incarnated? This is a beautiful world. Don't release the world, embrace the world. Enjoy it. Let the whole beauty of the world flow through you. Be happy. Don't release all your attachments. Eventually, the things that aren't serving you will be released. But don't make an effort to release attachments. Enjoy the world. Enjoy your meditation. Enjoy your bliss. It's a beautiful thing. Now, the other thing they teach you is that meditation is an activity. I'm going to meditate at 9 o'clock tonight. Well, as soon as I say I'm going to meditate at 9 o'clock tonight, that sets up a resistance or some sort of a stress that I have to do it right? Meditation isn't an activity. It's an experience. You don't have to wait until 9 o'clock tonight to meditate. You can meditate right now. In fact, let's lead that now into our second meditation. We're going to do 5 meditations. Let's do meditation number 2. This is called disengage and linger. And this is something you can do with your eyes open. You can do it right now with your eyes open. You can do it when you X out of this live and go back to your work or whatever it is you're doing. It's called disengage and linger. Let me tell you a story, okay? I live about well, in between a quarter mile and a half a mile to a park. And my grandkids come over all the time. A lot of times we walk as a whole big family. We'll walk over to the park. But on this particular day, it was me and my two grandsons. And we're leaving the house. We're walking a little bit more than a quarter mile to the park. And I'm in full grandpa mode. Right? Hey guys, be careful. There might be cars coming. Make sure, oh, stop running out in the street. Don't throw rocks. Don't pick bushes. They're like picking the flowers. Like, oh, come on, guys. Let's just go to the park. So I'm in grandpa mode. I'm very focused on the outer world, on the three-dimensional experience of me with my grandchildren. Well, we get to the park, and I'm still in grandpa mode. Hey, that was really good. Let him have a turn. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Again, my mind, my attention is invested in this playground thing, right? Well, all of a sudden, I'm sitting on the bench, and all of a sudden, a moment of clarity came to me, a moment of bliss. And I was like, wow, this is beautiful. Me with my grandchildren. How lucky am I? How fortunate am I to be alive, to be healthy? This beautiful park. Who even built this park? It's so beautiful. The trees swaying, the blue skies, my grandkids enjoying it. I'm bonding with I had a moment of clarity. And do you know what I did next? I pulled out my phone and started checking my emails and started checking my TikTok, right? I destroyed my own moment of clarity. So what I want you to do is I want you to understand when these moments of clarity come to you, maybe you're having a moment of clarity right now. I want you to not only have the moment of clarity, that's called disengaging. You're disengaged from the three-dimensional world for a minute. So you disengage, you feel this moment of bliss, a momentary moment of clarity. But now the most important part is to recognize that and linger in the moment of clarity. Savor every moment of it. Let your mind go on the beauty of the world, the balance that you're feeling. Whoa. This is beautiful. Put your phone away. Leave it in your pocket. Just linger in this moment of clarity. Linger in this moment of bliss. You ever know, like when you're watching TV and your mind's thinking about something else and all of a sudden you have this really beautiful thought in your head? Put the TV on pause and linger in that moment of clarity. Linger in the idea. Pull out your journal and write about it. Make it go on for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Let me explain why this is so important. It's called disengage and linger. So number one, you have to recognize when you have a moment of clarity and then bliss out in it and linger in it, savor it, make it last, like draw it out, right? That's the first thing. But the second thing is you got to be able to create your own moments of clarity. When you're talking to people and everyone's, let's say you're at work or at your Thanksgiving dinner with your family, all of a sudden what I want you to do is just take a second and disengage from that and feel your own balance. And while everyone's still talking, you can linger in your feeling of balance. I can linger in my feeling of patience. I can linger in my feeling of silence. It's called disengage and linger. Eyes open, eyes closed throughout the day. You can be driving, come to a red light. Just disengage from all the noise of the driving or the three-dimensional world, sitting there waiting at a red light. Just linger in it. Look at the surroundings as if you've never seen it before. I didn't know there was a gas station. I didn't even notice that. Like I'm seeing the world for the first time. That's called lingering. Okay? Why is this so important? Think of your life like dark clouds above your head in all directions. When you find a moment of clarity, it's like poking a hole in the clouds and letting a little bit of light shine through into your life. That's that moment of clarity. Lingering means you're going to swirl it around and make that hole bigger so more and more and more light comes into your being. So the more you learn to poke the clouds to create new moments of clarity, and the more you learn to linger in those moments of clarity, you're allowing much, much, much more light into your life. You're allowing the light into your own being. And eventually, if you do this habit, disengage and linger, this one simple habit, the clouds will begin to clear. It's not going to happen today, maybe not tomorrow or the next day or the next day. But if you keep this mindset up, over time, the clouds will disappear and there will be so much more light because now you can experience the beauty of life. I call it also taking a mental picture. Sometimes I'm talking to my wife and man, we are just having such a good conversation. She's smiling, I'm smiling. Take a picture of it and linger in that picture. Or I'm playing with my grandkids and they're just smiling and they're being themselves. Linger in that moment. Take a mental picture of it and just linger. Disengage and linger. That's the second meditation technique I want to teach you today. Meditation isn't a task or an activity to be scheduled. Meditation is an experience. It's an inner experience. It's not something you have to do the right way. It's not something where your hands have to be in a certain place. You just need to experience the bliss. That's meditation. And the best way for especially for people that really struggle with meditation and want to develop a meditation habit, the best way to understand meditation is to X out the word meditation and replace it with the word balance. I'm going to balance for the next 5 minutes. And I could do this with my eyes open. I don't have to say I'm going to meditate for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to balance for the next 5 minutes. And whatever happens, I'm just going to feel the bliss. I'm going to savor it. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to be receptive to it. I'm going to resonate with it. I'm just going to balance for the next 5 minutes. I can always be meditating. I can always be balancing all the time. I don't have to schedule it for tonight or schedule it for 3 o'clock or tomorrow morning. You don't have to do that. It's not an activity. It's an experience. It's an experience of bliss and opening up and receptivity and acceptance. It's just an experience of being heart-centered. Now, this third meditation, I'm going to give you 5 meditations today. I've already given you the first 2. So for those of you that are just joining, here's the third meditation. This one's very powerful. This is how I meditate every morning and every night. I do 12 reps of this particular meditation, and I'm going to share it with you now. I do this every morning and every night, and for me, this is what pumps up my energy system. This is what clears all the obstructions in my energy system. It takes a few weeks to notice this. So I'm going to share this with you and I'm going to pump up your energy system. Again, if you just do it this once, that's good, better than not doing it. But I want you to do this particular meditation, this particular inner sight visualization every day. And what I call it is, I call it a couple of names for it. I'm going to call it the central channel meditation, or I'm going to call it the chakra activation meditation. And just 2 seconds of background. We all know that we have an energy system, right? It would be more accurate to call yourself an energy body than a physical body. That would be much more accurate because you are an energetic system and the atoms form around the energy, right? It's the mass, your physical body is just a reflection of your energetic body. And what we want to do in this energetic body is just, first of all, come to identify with it, use our inner sight to become part of our energetic body so we can see it and feel it flowing through our body. But the most important thing you have to know is that your energetic system, the core of it is up and down your spine, the 7 chakras. We can argue whatever system you believe. You have 12 chakras, 7 chakras, 9 chakras, 5, 3. It doesn't matter. Let's just go with 7. And I want you now to use your inner sight, and I want you to explore your 7 chakras up and down your central channel. There's your root chakra down near your tailbone, closer to your genitals. There is your sacral chakra, which resides right in front of your sacrum, your sacral bone. There is your solar plexus chakra. Now that's like a junction where millions of nerve endings, millions of nerves come together in that sacral chakra. So your job is to relax that chakra and expand that nerve energy and just let everything flow. Then there's your heart chakra, of course, throat chakra, third eye chakra, and your crown chakra, which is half in your head and half out. So I want you to imagine your energetic self. I want you to close your eyes. If it helps you to see those pictures with the 7, the 7 chakras, that's good. But I want you to see it inside yourself. And I want you to see now this ball of light in your root chakra, swirling, bathing your root chakra, clearing your root chakra, opening your root chakra, healing your root chakra. I want you to feel that ball of light. I want you to see it in your mind's eye. And now, as you breathe, you should be very relaxed, effortless breathing. As you breathe in, I want, as your lungs start to fill up with air, I want that ball of light to rise through your central channel. And as it rises through each chakra, it energizes it, tickles it, gently spins it a little bit, activates that chakra, and then it keeps rising to the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. And when you're at the top of your breath, that ball of light is about 12, 15 inches above your head. Hold it there for 3 or 4 or 5 heartbeats. And then as you exhale slowly, let that ball of light go right in through the crown, through the third eye, and let that ball of light come back and gently massage and fill up and flow through your central channel. As your central channel becomes more activated, all obstructions begin to clear out. This takes several weeks, sometimes several months. But with consistency, this meditation will clear out your energy system. It will clear out all blockages in your central channel, and all of your energy channels run out from your central channel. So let's do this central channel meditation. We're going to do a count of 12. We're all going to do it to ourselves. When I get to 10, 11, and 12, on the exhale, I'm going to use the word Om, but what I'm really doing, I'm not doing Om for any spiritual reason. I'm doing Om, and I'm vibrating the whole central channel. So when I vibrate the central channel at the end, I want to feel the vibration from my root chakra all the way to my crown chakra. You'll see what I'm talking about. So let's just do this for a few minutes. See the ball, for those of you that just joined, there's a ball of light in your root chakra. As you gently inhale and your lungs begin to fill up with air, I want you to rise that ball of light through each of your chakras, gently circulating it, energizing it, tickling it, activating it, and it keeps rising all the way up through all the chakras. Hold it over your head for 4 or 5 heartbeats, and then gently exhale and let the light cleanse your chakras, tickle them, activate your chakras on the way down. Keep your inner sight focused on your central channel and the light rising, clearing all obstructions, tickling each chakra, activating each chakra. Keep your inner sight on your central channel. Now these last three, on my exhale, I'm gonna vibrate my whole central channel. I want to specifically feel it from the root all the way up to the crown as I vibrate. Your whole core energy system, your whole central channel should be vibrating, full of life, healthy, activated. This is the goal of this is going to bring you the most health. Vibrating, activating this central channel. Really important that you learn how to do that. This is my meditation every morning and every night. If I have time at night, I'll actually focus and I'll do a vibration of each chakra in turn, but I always do that like a guitar string. You want that whole energy channel to vibrate. You want to wake that up, clear all obstructions so that your energy can flow. Especially, again, you folks who struggle with meditating. Was that helpful? Let me know in the comments if that was helpful. Just type the number 1 or yes. Hello, Africa. What if the air only goes in so far? So what you have to do is adjust. You don't have to breathe deeply. I'm responding to Brenda's question. What if the air only goes in so far? Working on your diaphragmatic breath and your intercostal breathing is something that takes a few months to develop. But generally, what you want to do is you want to time it. So if you're only taking in a small amount of air, then the ball's going to rise faster. If you're taking in a longer breath, then the ball can rise and kind of enjoy each chakra a little bit more. But if you're only taking a shallow breath, then it's going to rise a little bit faster. But at the end of your inhale, you want to be up here and hold it for a few heartbeats. And then when you exhale, you want it to come down. So you would have to journey on that, Brenda, and that would be your own experience. Nice. We have so much tension in our bodies. We have to do this. We have to learn to relax it. Not just relax your nervous system, but activate, wake up your energy system. Well, that's the key, Brenda. This is only day 1. Listen carefully. The most important habit you can develop in your life is a morning routine that includes meditation and an evening routine that includes meditation. Every morning and every night. Every morning and every night. Watch what's happening. I'm setting up a pattern, and after a couple of weeks, guess what happens? My subconscious mind is going to say, hey, like, she's serious. She's really meditating every morning. And then you'll miss your morning thing, and your subconscious will say, hey, wait a minute, you got to meditate. Right? And we know that meditation isn't sitting someplace for 10 minutes, it's the word balance. So if you missed your morning meditation, then meditate right now. Find your balance right now. Disengage and linger. Just bliss out right now. Right? But morning and night. So over the next 365 days, you're going to meditate 730 times. This is the first time. You're not going to be an expert the first time or the first 10 times or the first 100 times. You're going to get better at it every day. You're going to have different experiences. And another thing, people think that every time they meditate, the whole universe is going to open up and explode and you're going to have some 12th dimensional experience. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes you're meditating and you can't stop thinking about an email, right? Like, oh, I got to send this email. Like, you're distracted. Okay, stand up, try again. If it doesn't work, you know what you did? You did it. And you did it again, and you did it again. And it's not about the amazingness of your meditation. It's about the consistency of your routine. See, if you're on any kind of a spiritual path, whether you're following me or following anybody or following nobody, if you're on a spiritual path, you've got to have a morning routine and an evening routine. You have to anchor yourself in balance. Once in the morning and once at night. Ideally, you can balance yourself throughout the day. But if you don't balance yourself in the morning and the night, you're you're all over the place because you have no balance, you have no routine. You may be a spiritual person, but you're not progressing in any way because you're not disciplined, you're not organized. You've got to discipline yourself to create this one habit. A morning routine that includes meditation and an evening routine that, among other things, also includes meditation. And when you balance yourself like this, the rest of the day can be crazy and out of balance. It's going to be. It's the third dimensional world. But at least in the morning and the evening, you're going to bring yourself to balance. So I told you today I'm going to give you 5 meditations. We talked about the focus word meditation. We talked about disengaging and lingering. We just did the central channel meditation or the chakra activation meditation. I'm going to give you the 4th meditation. This was one of the most powerful meditations in my life. I started doing this about 1.5 years ago, and this one will actually soften up your rigid hold on the third dimensional world. Because our goal, by the way, is 4th dimensional and 5th dimensional and maybe 6th dimensional and 7th dimensional what's the word I'm thinking for? Ascension, right? We want to do 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D ascension, right? So the goal in 4D, 5D, 6D ascension is to start to let go of the 3-dimensional world. So if this is you, tightly bound to the 3-dimensional world, and you want to ascend to the 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th dimension, pick your whatever floor in the elevator you want to go to, let's say 5th dimensional ascension, this person who's tightly bound to the 3-dimensional world will not be, everything has to be let go. So one by one, you've got to let go of all the ropes that you're holding on to in this 3rd-dimensional world so you can ascend. So this next meditation that I'm going to share with you, this comes from the tantric teachings from around 825 to 1100 AD. Some of the most beautiful enlightenment teachings in the world. And this meditation is called the 3 veils of duality. In other words, we believe that we are in the 3rd dimension and we're holding on to it. And if you can release or soften these 3 veils or these 3 mistakes or these 3 anchors of duality, one by one, if you can soften them, and they take weeks and months to soften, you eventually can let go of the 3rd-dimensional world, or you can it's easier for you, let's say, to let go of the 3rd-dimensional world and make more space for you to anchor yourself in an ascended way of being. It's called the 3 veils of duality. These are the 3 things that bind us to the 3-dimensional world, and one by one we're going to dissolve those veils of duality, and we're going to allow ourselves, give ourselves permission to rise to an ascended way of being. Okay? I'll speak through them, and we'll do it, you do it as a meditation, I'll speak through them, I'll kind of do it in a relaxed way. First of all, clear any tension that you might be holding in your body, any emotions that you might be holding. Just get rid of all that. Now, the first veil of duality is this idea that we are separate from other things. I'm here, my wife is there. I'm here, my kids are there. I'm here, the whole rest of the world is out there, but I'm separate. Okay? This is incorrect. And let me prove it to you that it's incorrect. Imagine that you are standing in a nice grassy meadow somewhere and you see 3 or 4 deer grazing. I'm here, the 3 or 4 deer are 300 feet away. It's beautiful. They're separate from me. I'm here, and that scene is outside me. Okay, now imagine there's somebody on a tree. I didn't see them, but they're standing on a tree behind me. They're on a limb of a tree, and when they look down, they see me and the 3 deer. I'm part of the scene. I'm included in that scene. But to them, they're separate, and I'm in the scene, like I'm separate from them. Then there's someone behind them who sees that person in the scene, and so on and so on. The truth is, we're not separate. We're all connected. We're all part of this at this very moment. All of us are connected. We are not separate. In fact, I am an essential part of everyone and everything in the universe, and everyone and everything in the universe is an essential part of me. Let me give you another picture that may help you understand it. Do you know those old black and white movies from the 1920s, they were 16 frames per second. So it was a still shot, another still shot, another still shot, another one, and they'd run it through a projector at 16 frames per second. Well, you could see the jitteriness, right? You could see that, oh, okay, yeah, this is a still thing and it's just being projected like that. Do you know modern movies, old movies were 16 frames per second? Do you know what modern movies are? They're only 24 frames per second. But at 24 frames per second, our eyes, our brain doesn't see the stoppages. We just think it's a flow. Very high definition stuff like the Super Bowl and high definition movies are 30 frames per second. Well, the ancient Vedic yogis understood that the world is a projection. It's being projected and being consumed again, and being projected and being consumed, and being projected and being consumed. Let's just use the number 1 trillion times per second. So obviously we think this is a real thing. Truth is, it's a constant projection. Okay? I want you now to take this one projection, this right now moment, trillionth of a second, and stop it. Pause. Hit the pause button. And now I want you to see that this projection, this projected universe, which changes 1 trillion times per second, this projected universe, I want you to look around because time isn't moving anymore. We're all in this one frame. And guess what? We're all in the frame together. All of us together. I am an essential part of this frame. You are an essential part of this frame. This frame wouldn't be the same without you. You are part of it. I am part of it. And we're connected atomically or quantumly or quark-wise. We're all connected. Quantum entanglement. We're all connected. Any change in the universe affects me. I am a part. I am not separate from the universe. You are not separate from the universe. You're in the universe. You're a part of it. You're an essential part of it. It's the same thing. We think like we're on the earth. You're not on the earth. You're part of the earth. You are the life itself of the earth. You're the energy flowing through. All the electromagnetic waves that are going through the earth, they're for you. You're part of life on this earth. You're not separate from it. You're not separate from anything in this three-dimensional universe. We're all a part of it. And it's projecting, boom, boom, boom. And after it's projected, it gets consumed, and it gets projected again, and projected again. And it goes through this rhythmic cycle. The tantrics called it the pulsation. Spanda means the pulsation of the universe. And you are this pulsation, and you are a part of everything. So number one, the first veil of duality is separation. You are not separate. You are in fact an essential part of everything and everyone in the universe, and everyone and everything in the universe is an essential part of you. You are not separate. You need to understand this connection. Number two, the second veil of duality is differentiation. You think you're different, not separate, but somehow you're different. More important, special in character. Somehow you're special and everything else is out there. There's only one essential nature in the universe. You are that essential nature, and it's flowing through you, and it's whole, and it's complete. You are the same essence as everything else in the universe. Little mind bending, but you're the same essence as the color blue or the shadow from the tree. You are the same essence of everything in the universe. You're not different. You're not special. You're not anything different than anything else. Everything is a full expression of the essential nature of the universe. It is constantly flowing through you. So you're not separate. That's the first veil of duality, is separation. The second veil of duality is differentiation. You're not different than anything. There is only one essential nature of the universe. You are that nature, flowing, whole, and complete. And the third veil of duality is this idea that you are somehow the doer. It's called the veil of ego, or the veil of doership. Somehow you are the one that's making things happen. There is only one doer in this universe, and that is Source, Brahman, Shiva, God, infinite consciousness, the all in all. It's the source, the vibrational source that springs out into everything. That is the doer. You are just a tiny little contraction, a little tiny three-dimensional contraction of this source. So you do have the power to move things around and shift and change, but you have to understand that you are both the contracted conduit of source and you are the full source flowing through you. You are all of source flowing through you, whole and complete. You are all of the light. All of the energy flows through you. And you've been living as this tiny little contracted piece of source. You've heard it said, we are a manifestation of source, meaning we are a tiny little instantiation of source. And we think of ourselves as separate or different or the doer. You are, source is in everything. You are the full power of source, the full energy of source. So this is the fourth meditation that I'm sharing with you. It's called the three veils of duality. I'll break this out and put it up on my YouTube channel as a separate topic, the three veils of duality, so you can incorporate this meditation into your daily practice. Let's do it again. I'll just go through it a little bit more quickly this time. I am not separate. In fact, I am an essential part of everything and everyone in the universe, and everyone and everything is an essential part of me. We are in a projection, and all of us, everything in this projection is connected. We are not separate beings. We are all connected, all part of the whole. I am not different or special in nature. In truth, there is only one essential nature in the universe. I am that nature, flowing, whole, and complete. I am not the doer. There is only one doer. I am but a contracted little conduit for this force to flow through. I am both the contracted conduit, this tiny little thing, and I am all source. The full power, the full light, the full energy flowing through me. I am both the contracted version of me and the full source. That is the three veils of duality. Do that meditation for about 2 or 3 months. You'll never be the same. You'll now recognize that, oh, I see. Yeah, I'm part of it all. And now I'm going to do a fifth meditation. This is a fifth dimensional meditation. I'm seeing these comments and questions. No says, what it means if I see similar numbers like 1111. Well, no, let me address your question. All these people that focus on synchronicities and the solstice of the moon and the what are they called, where the moon blocks the sun, the solar eclipse, and you're focusing on all these astrological things and all these external things. Listen carefully to what I'm telling you. Those are external things. The more you focus on aliens and, ooh, I saw a synchronicity today, and ooh, tomorrow's the solstice, ooh, tomorrow's the full moon. The more you focus on the external things, the further away you are from ascension. Ascension is an inner journey. It has nothing whatsoever to do with what's out there. Nothing. The more you focus on out there, when are the aliens coming? Oh my gosh, I hate politics. I'm so upset about politics, and I'm texting all these answers to all these videos. The more I focus on that, the more I become that, and the less I become me, the less full I become, the more I give up of my own inner sanctum. Ascension is an inner journey. Right? If you notice your specific question, what if I see numbers like 1111? Well, why are you focusing on that when there's a billion synchronicities in the world? Don't worry about the synchronicities. Just let the energy of the universe flow through you. Don't label everything. Everything doesn't have to be a thing. Every time you label it, you become it. You give your energy to it. You don't want to give your energy to the outer world. You want to draw your energy in. You want to flow your own energy. You want to build your own inner peace. Doesn't matter, synchronicity, no, so what difference does it make? Because every time you attach important, when are the aliens coming? Ooh, I think I saw something. Was it a blurry thing? Was it a UFO? Not. I think the aliens are coming in March, April, May, June, July. What all you're doing is sacrificing your attention. You're focusing on the outer world. Meditation isn't an outer thing. You should be balancing yourself all the time, focusing on the inner. I hope that makes sense. There's a zillion synchronicities. Why pick one? Why pick one and limit yourself? Just let the world flow, man. Just let it flow. You don't have to label everything. As soon as you saw the numbers 1111, that's in the past now. Why are you focused on the past? Just let it all flow. Don't label it. Don't attach yourself to it. Don't waste your energy on outer things. Don't waste your energy worrying about what the aliens are going to do and is it going to be good? Am I going to be part of New Earth? Am I going to ascend? Who cares, man? Well, focus on yourself. Focus on your inner energy flow, your inner light. All right. So in the spirit of fifth dimensional ascension, let me give you a little bit of background. We're going to now do a fifth dimensional ascension, light consciousness meditation. This is the fifth meditation of this session. This is pretty powerful. Whether you understand it, whatever level of understanding you have of it right now, your consciousness is like an elevator, like 5 different elevator buttons. You can press the 3D elevator and it opens up and here's the third dimension coming at you. You certainly can be in the third dimension. You are by default. Okay? You can press the elevator to the fourth dimension and rise above the third dimension. And in the fourth dimension, you can look down on the third dimension. You could see it all, but you're not in it anymore. You're now thinking and living and breathing in the fourth dimension, which is completely separate from the third dimension. Everything going on in the third dimension, you can see it, but it doesn't affect you in the fourth dimension. But you can also press the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is a dimension of light. And you can choose to resonate, to anchor yourself in that fifth dimensional feeling of light. You can press the elevator button and go to the sixth dimension. And it's not a sense of how high you can go. It's a sense of how you can anchor yourself at higher levels. It's great to see the fourth dimension. It's a beautiful experience. It's unlimited. You have all the power in the world. You have all the time in the world. You're above time. You can see everything. You can make changes to anything. You can do anything you want in the fourth dimension, but it's not the experience of the fourth dimension. It's what did you take from that experience and bring back with you so you can start to weave it into your three-dimensional experience. So now When you drop down to lower consciousness, instead of dropping down to 3.0 all the time, your lowest level of consciousness, maybe you could be a 3.1 or a 3.2 or a 3.4. So when you drop, you're not dropping all the way down to 3.0. So you're weaving in this fourth dimensional wisdom, this fourth dimensional way of being into your three-dimensional way of being. Same thing with the fifth dimension. You want to experience it, but you don't just want to experience it, you want to bring it back with you and weave it into your life so you become more like a being of light every day. And let's be clear, this is who you are today. This is you densely tied to the third dimension, asking all these questions. How do I let go of things? What if I don't know how to meditate? Blah, 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 blah. You're tied to the third dimension. Fear, worry, lack, stress, thinking everything in the third dimension is important, but you want to be a fifth or a sixth dimensional being. Here's a news flash. This person isn't going to be anchored in the fifth or the sixth dimension because they're anchored in the third dimension. So the part of the journey itself is the letting go of everything in the third dimension and releasing yourself, surrendering yourself to higher dimensions. So having said that about surrendering yourself to higher dimensions, let's talk about surrendering yourself to the fifth dimension and becoming a being of light. There are 3 steps to fifth dimensional experience. The first step is balance. If your three-dimensional life is out of balance, high stress, worried, angry, emotional, sad, don't know how to relate to people, just all lost in the third dimension, out of balance, there's no 5D for you. Well, yeah, you'll go through this meditation, you'll feel what it's like, but you'll be very tightly drawn back to the third dimension because you're out of balance. So goal number 1 is to create a lifestyle that's more in balance. That's why the very first meditation we did, it was a focus word, and we chose the focus word balance. Really good, that's a really good focus word. If you become more balanced in all aspects of your life, and it's more than just meditating, you have to create new habits, you have to really find your imbalance, find the negative energy sources and deal with all that. You've got to bring your life into balance. As soon as you go on the path, you don't have to be balanced, because what does it mean to be balanced? It's not a destination, it's a journey. So as soon as you're starting to journey toward balance, you are opening yourself up to fifth dimensional experiences. When you stop working on your balance and you get wrapped up in the third dimensional world, no 5D for you. So balance is the first step. The second step to opening yourself to fifth dimensional experience is being heart-centered. Me, the most mind-centered person you'll ever meet, we are anchored in mind-centered. We have to analyze, talk about it, fix everybody, make sure everything's okay, mind-centered, constantly talking, humming a song to myself, right? Constantly in my own head. I'm saying, projecting, I'm self-confessing, but you probably experience that too. Most people are mind-centered. It's a different way of being heart-centered. Heart-centered means stop talking. Just relax. Be more receptive to everything that's going on. Instead of trying to fix everybody and dominate everybody and tell them they're wrong, just let everybody go on their own journey. Everyone's on their own journey, and it doesn't affect me because I'm heart-centered. I'm not trying to figure them out. I'm not trying to fix them. I'm not trying to convince them or change them. I'm heart-centered. I'm just with them. They're a beautiful soul. I'm a beautiful soul. They're on their journey. I'm on my journey. Ooh, I don't even have to look at them. I'm just heart-centered, allowing the energy to enter me, allowing the light to enter me, being more resonant with higher frequencies. So that's the second element. And the third element, which we will do in this meditation, is the idea of surrendering to unity consciousness. Fifth dimensional ascension is not a personal journey. Okay, it's a personal journey because you're the one that has to wake up. You're the one that has to do the work. You're the one that has to do the deep breathing. You're the one that has to do you've got to do all the work, right? So it is a personal journey, but you're not doing it for yourself. Okay, you're doing it for yourself because you're going to be healthier, you're going to be happier, you're going to be more successful. Everything about this fifth dimensional journey is going to benefit you, and you are the one that has to do it, but you're not doing it for yourself. Because every time you raise your light, every time you learn to hold a little bit more light, in your being, what you're doing is you're adding to the light of the collective. You're adding to the collective light. You don't see it, but there's a collective light that's becoming brighter because you're becoming brighter. And you're not going on this journey for yourself. You're going on this journey because every step you take becomes a template that other people can follow. See, the more people that ascend, the more people can ascend. Just the nature of the way it works, because you're creating a trail, a path, a template, a ladder that other people can go more quickly. I'm ascending so that you can ascend. If I was ascending for myself, I wouldn't come on here and share this information. I would just bliss out of my own thing. But 5D is not a personal experience. It's not a one-person experience. 5D is a collective experience. And the minute you recognize that, and this is the hardest thing to let go, you're not journeying. It's not about you. It's not about making you better. It's about making us better. It's about joining the collective and surrendering yourself to unity consciousness, surrendering yourself to humanity's ascension, to the earth's, the very ascension of the earth itself. That's what you're doing this for. This life is very temporary. And by ascending to the fifth dimension and sharing your light and helping other people on their journey to light, you're fulfilling your mission on this planet. You chose this incarnation for a reason. You didn't choose it to watch a Netflix series and, do the things you're doing and wasting your time and being agitated about the news. That's not what you came here for. You came here to release all of that. Learn to be more like light. Learn to hold more light in your body. Hold more light in your being. Again, not for, yes, it is for you. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be healthy. You're going to enjoy this meditation for sure. But you're not doing this meditation for you. You're cultivating your own light for the collective light and to create a path for the next group of people who come through. All right. Close your eyes if you can. We're going to do a fifth dimensional meditation that will take you into the experience, the full experience of your light. And I want you to linger in this experience of light for as long as you can. And then I want you to repeat this. I'm going to cut this live up, and I'm going to put this light consciousness meditation on YouTube, maybe on TikTok. It depends how long it is. And you can watch it and use it as your morning and evening meditation. You want to rise to light consciousness as often as you can. And the more you surrender to light consciousness, the more you become like light. The more it softens you, and the more you become like light, and the more light you're able to hold in your physical body. First, we're going to go to the fourth dimension. We're going to rise from the third dimension to the fourth dimension, and then we're going to go all the way up to the fifth dimension. So if you can close your eyes and join in the meditation, great. Or do what you can, even if your eyes are open, you're working, whatever you're doing. Do whatever you can, but if you can close your eyes, do that. First, try to release all the tension, stress, any emotions that you're carrying from your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Just release all negativity. Open yourself up to the experience. I want you to imagine that you're walking on a really busy street in New York City. You're on the sidewalk, there's people going one direction, people going the other direction, and you're just walking really, really fast with everybody else. Third dimension. And I want you now to slow down, and I want you to stop. And when I say stop, don't just stop. Feel in your own cells, when I say the word stop, feel how there's a little part of you that's still moving forward. Those are your cells, or your, what's called in India, your apanya. It's still moving forward. It's still trying. Let go of that too. Come to a complete stop. And I want you to see that people are walking, and they're walking right by you. They're walking in both directions by you. Where are they going? What's the rush? Where are they headed? Most of them don't know where they're headed. But I want you to stop. I want you to get into a little gondola of a balloon, and I want you to go close the door, and I want that balloon to rise you up. And as you rise up over the street, you look down and you see millions of people walking back and forth in a hurry, like a bunch of ants marching, marching, marching. Where are they going? Where were you going so fast? What was your hurry? Where were you going? But as you rise up, eventually you come into the clouds. It's misty, gloomy, and eventually the balloon rises, and now you are above the clouds. And when you look down, all you see is the top of the clouds. And when you look around you, all you see is blue sky, clear blue sky in every direction. And you see that beautiful bright sun over your head. You're above the clouds. The clouds are mind. The third dimension is a dimension of mind. We live in a mental universe. And most people don't know how to use mind. So what they do is they are slaves, if you will, to their subconscious mind. They're doing the same things over and over and over and over again without any intentional thought. They're just repeating subconscious patterns over and over and over again. You are above mind. You can choose your thoughts now. In the fourth dimension, you're not stuck in certain ruts or routines. You're not even in a comfort zone. You are completely sovereign. You can choose your next thought. I want you to also see in this fourth dimension that you are above time. I want you to look down at your body. I want you to see that your body, if you're sitting in a chair and you're doing this as a meditation, your body is not moving. Your body has no mind of its own. It does whatever you tell it to do. It has no agenda. It has no will. Your mind has no body, no mind of its own. You're literally an avatar waiting to be told what to do. And in the fourth dimension, I'll give you some tools, or maybe on another live I'll do this. I'll give you some tools where you can actually program that avatar to be a more balanced person, to live a more balanced life in 3 dimensions. I want you to see that you're above time. That time, the universe operates in much longer rhythms and cycles. In the third dimension, we don't see the rhythms of the universe. We don't see the cycles. All we see is the world rushing at us. We don't see the bigger picture. And so we're trying to find balance in a world that's out of balance. You can't balance yourself from the third dimension. But in the fourth dimension, you're above time, and you have the ability to plant little seeds that will grow in time. And now you can use the power of the universe, the rhythms of the universe, the rhythms of time to your advantage. Instead of constantly fighting against the universe, you can now start to understand the laws, the rhythms, the cycles of the universe, and use this, plant seeds now that will grow in time. That's the fourth dimension. It's a way to project your consciousness down into the third dimension and make that avatar's life better. Make that avatar more balanced. Now, why do you want to be more balanced in the third dimension? Because when you look up to the fifth dimension, the first step is balance. If you're not balanced in the third dimension, you can't experience the fifth dimension. So wherever you're at on the journey, let's just say you're feeling nice and balanced, because we're going to go to the fifth dimension. I want you to see that light, the sun, the light above you, and I want you to either feel that moving closer or feel you moving closer. And once you get into the orbit of that light, I want you to absorb that light. I want that light to immerse you, surround you, percolate, penetrate into every cell in your body. I want you to become that light right in the center of it. You are a being of light. And now I want you to take off that three-dimensional mask, all the roles you've been playing, and take that mask off and throw it away and feel the light emanate from your third eye. Feel the light being absorbed. And now I want you to take off this shell, this third-dimensional shell, all the emotions and that. Take all that off. Get rid of all that and just shine forth in your true being all the light through your being, around your being, emanating from you and around you. You are a being of light. Shed all the masks, all the shells that you're wearing, all the heavy stuff, and just become your true self and immerse yourself in this feeling of light. Feel this light dissolving everything that's of the material plane, every worry, every thought, every imagined problem, just gone, dissolving, and now it's pure light emanating from you. Now for the second half of this meditation, I want you to picture the earth. Picture it from space. And I want you to see around the earth a web of light around the earth. And I want you to see that you are a point of light on that web. I am a point of light. She is, he is. All the people here are points of light in the web of light, the collective light of the earth itself. And the brighter you shine, the brighter we shine, the brighter and stronger this web of light becomes. And I don't just want you to feel your own light, I want you to literally link arms with everyone who's doing this meditation, and I want you to feel their vibration. I want you to feel how when we collectively rise to light, it's far more than any one of us could be on our own. The dimension of light, the fifth dimension, is not a personal experience. It is a collective experience of light. And not only the people who are doing this meditation on this live, but I want you to picture the millions of people around the world who are rising themselves, ascending to fifth dimensional being. And now you don't see it, but every kind act, every thoughtful gesture, every generous thing that you do, everything nice you say, every time you lift somebody up, every time you pursue your own health and your own vitality, you're raising your own level of light and you're making the web of light stronger. You are not on the earth, you are the earth. We are the earth. All the electromagnetic energies, these new fifth dimensional ascension energies that are pouring forth from the core of the earth, all these electromagnetic waves, they're for you, they're for us. Let's absorb them. Let's absorb this ascension energy. All the solar rays that are coming, they're for the earth, but they're also there for us. Absorb all of this ascension energy. Take off the shell, take off the mask, link arms with everyone else in the universe and absorb this light from all of these sources, from within you. The light of the universe is within you. The light in you covers the universe. The light that covers the universe is in you. You are all of this. See, the earth is ascending. This is not just any old time in history. We are ascending. The earth is ascending to a higher vibrational level, a fifth dimensional ascension. And if the earth is ascending, newsflash, all of us are ascending with it because we are the earth. We're not on it, we're it. We are the earth. And all these ascension energies that are bathing the earth and are flowing from the earth are also bathing us and flowing from us. And the more you surrender yourself to the higher dimension of light, the more light can anchor in your being. The more you're becoming like light, the more energy can anchor in your being, the more fifth dimensional wisdom can anchor in your being. This is not a one-time meditation. This is an everyday meditation. Become more and more like light, because this is who you are. This is your true nature. You are a third dimensional being, a fourth dimensional being, a fifth dimensional being, sixth, seventh, and however high you want to go. You are that. All you have to do is open up to it. Get rid of the masks you're wearing. Get rid of this covering, this dense covering that's around you, and just let it all out. Let it all in. Flow it in and out. Bliss in this fifth dimensional experience of light. Your own light, and feel the vibration, feel the energy, feel the light from every other being in the universe. It's all for you. I want you to take this feeling of bliss, this feeling of wholeness, this feeling of light, and start to bring it back into your everyday three-dimensional life. This is who you are. It's no good to just visit this place. You got to visit it, hold on to it, and bring it back with you so that all of your actions are balanced, peaceful, higher consciousness. All of these three-dimensional things that used to bother you, just swipe them left. They don't exist. You are a being of light. And the more you surrender to this feeling of light, the more you become the light. The more it actually becomes who you are. Those are the 5 meditations. That was number 5. And those of you who have been here from the beginning, did I ever tell you how to meditate? Nope. There's a million ways to meditate. Did I ever ask you to quiet your mind? Nope. You want to give your mind something to think about. Use the power of your mind to draw your consciousness to specific ideas, specific feelings. Every meditation should be both a conceptual idea and a kinesthetic idea. You should feel it in your body, in your muscles, in your bones, in your cells. Every meditation, no matter what you do, should be a feeling of ease and balance and light. And here's the other thing too. This is your journey. This is your experience. Your dense 3D, you want to be an ascended being, a fourth dimensional being, a fifth dimensional, a sixth dimensional being. This person isn't going to be that person. This person has to let go of a lot of stuff. And that's the journey. It's the journey of letting go. It's the journey of clearing space. It's unpacking your subconscious day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Unpacking all of this subconscious stuff that's gripping you and holding you into lower levels of vibration, lower levels of consciousness. And the sooner, everybody's journey, everyone's journey is different, but it's all the same thing. One by one, chunk by chunk, just let go of that stuff. Just let go of it. How do I do this in the 3D? Once you get to 5D and 6D, those questions don't even make sense. Because it's not, third dimension, just swipe it left. It's not even what's important. You can actually live and anchor yourself in higher dimensions. You can live and anchor yourself. It's not what you experience, it's where you're anchoring yourself. So if this was your first 5D experience, you want to bring some of this back and bring it into your 3D life so you can maybe anchor yourself at a 3.2 or a 3.3 or a 3.6. So when you fall back into 3D, you're not falling all the way down. Okay, I got a nice little rhythm going here. You want to bring this stuff back and bring your three-dimensional life into balance. Thank you all for being here. Any last questions? I didn't address every question on here, but thank you so much for the follows and the likes. The fourth dimension is not the dimension of time, but the fifth dimension is the dimension of light. This is for Deep Sayin is, whatever that name is. The fourth dimension is the dimension of source. Third dimension is mind. The fourth dimension is source. The fifth dimension is light. I am going to take this, where can we hear this again? I am going to take this live and chop it up. I gave you 5 meditations. I'm going to chop it up into 5 shorter videos, probably post them on my YouTube channel, and the link to my YouTube channel is right there in the thing. Good for you, Junior. And here's the thing, Junior. The journey gets better, and this is only day 1. Here's the thing. Your consciousness is opening up like a flower. It's opening up. It's being more receptive. There's more people like me on the internet. So somehow you're hearing about this and you're being more receptive. As your consciousness unfolds and opens, it accelerates. It doesn't just, oh, that was nice. If you keep doing the work every day, you keep doing your morning routine, your evening routine, your deep breathing and your meditation, your light consciousness, your lingering and disengaging, the more you do that, boom, 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 it accelerates. So this is the journey. It's an accelerating journey, and letting go of the 3D stuff becomes so much easier. Everyone like, how do I let go? I'm so stuck. My husband doesn't do this. You're so locked in on 3D, on what you can't do. The minute you start opening yourself up to higher consciousness, all of those limitations go away. They don't even make sense anymore, and your journey begins to accelerate, and you experience higher and higher levels of unfolding. And it just means more and more to you. My favorite saying, and I say this to myself every day, when I have this beautiful, blissful moment or this incredible understanding, I always say this is only day 1. This is the platform. It's only going to grow from here. And what happens is, see, when you're first starting on this journey, you get a new epiphany about once a week, right? And if you don't keep up the disciplined work, the meditation, the morning routine, the evening routine, the stretching, the deep breathing, if you're not doing the actual work of it, nothing will ever happen to you. You're just going to remain in 3D. But if you do this work, it takes about a week. All of a sudden, things start to unfold to you. They start to make more sense to you, start to feel healthier. That's just the first level. Right? That's just the beginning of the journey. That's just the platform from which everything's going to open up for you tomorrow. So it takes about a week. Then a month later, you get this big explosion in understanding, this big release. Then a month after that, once you start exploding in consciousness, these revelations, these up-levelings start to happen more and more and more frequently and explode you to deeper and deeper and deeper understanding. It's why I struggle to write books, because as soon as I write the book, I look at it 2 months later, I go, oh, that was what I understood 2 months ago. I got to rewrite this because now I understand something completely different. And I wouldn't take the same approach I took then, because now I'm at a different level of understanding. And I start to write, and then 2 weeks later, I look at that and I go, that's nothing. That's kid stuff. This is what I really want to write about. It's hard for me to find a stable place, because I don't want to stay in one place. I want to constantly flow with the abundance. And here, I'll tell you one more thing. And this is for those of you that are listening, you're still here. I'm going to tell you one more thing. When you meditate, when you do this light consciousness exercise, when you do an act of generosity or an act of kindness, or you're thoughtful, or you do something to improve your health, or you lift somebody up, you compliment them, you lift up their career. When you do these things, you don't see it, but you're activating unseen forces. And these unseen forces don't operate the way you think or know they act. You don't know how they act. And they operate over time. And if you consistently create patterns, new vibrational patterns of kindness and generosity and meditation and deep breathing, and you're creating all these healthy new vibrations in your life, you're creating standing waves. That's what habits are. Habits are like standing waves. And what happens is, the minute you disrupt out of your comfort zone and you start to create new energetic patterns, new patterns of habit. You're moving unseen forces, and they will eventually flow back to you, right into the patterns that you've created. So the more you do the light consciousness meditation, you don't see it, but you're activating very high and powerful unseen forces, which will come back to you in their time as abundance. So the more you do the work, the more the abundant flow comes in you. And I don't mean abundance material things, I mean inner abundance. The Taoists called it inner radiance. You begin to flow much more freely. Your light begins to shine much more brightly. You're able to anchor much more light. The more work you do, you're opening, you're activating these powerful forces that will eventually come back to you in abundance. And then you just keep the flow up, and you keep up this cycle of abundance and inner radiance and happiness and success and health and energy. And you just flow at higher and higher levels, more intense explosions. Just keep up the work, starting with your morning routine and your evening routine. Deep breathing, stretching, meditating, deep breathing, stretching, meditating, deep breathing, stretching, every morning, every night, every morning, every night. Do that for a few weeks, and you're now priming the pump, and these unseen forces will start to flow through you. See, we want results right away because we think in 3 dimensions. We don't understand how time operates, how the universe operates in rhythms and cycles, right? In the 4th dimension, you see that so clearly. So all the work you're doing is activating these forces, and it's planting seeds that grow when they grow, how they grow. I don't know how the abundance is going to come back to me. I don't know if it's going to come back to me in little waves or giant, like ocean, powerful. I don't know how it's going to come back to me, but I just keep doing the work without any expectation of results, and then turn and start to enjoy the results as they come back to me. All right, so before I leave, let's get the likes up to 20,000. I like myself. Yeah, and Brittany, just when you think you've got it, you keep leveling up. You want to learn. It was once this James Bond movie. I don't remember which one, but they all start off with this super duper action scene. Well, anyway, James Bond ends up, he has to get down the mountain, so he's skiing, and all of a sudden there's this avalanche, and James Bond is literally, as the thing is avalanching, he's on top of the avalanche, and he keeps changing. He's riding this really powerful wave. The minute you stop, the waves no longer apply to you, because you've accepted this level of understanding. Once you achieve a level of understanding, say to yourself, this is only day one. I can't even imagine what the next thing's going to be like. You don't want to stop at any level. You want to keep flowing and keep flowing with abundance. It's called abundant living. You don't want to just live. You want to live abundantly, and you don't want to accept the first, second, third thing that comes by. You want to keep flowing with it because they're going to get better and better and better. So never stop. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. We did it. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. And I have to tell a story because I used to feel like, what is someone putting a cowboy hat and a mustache? This is so stupid. All these gifts and these likes. It's very distracting. So I kind of blocked myself from it. And then I did a little more reading. Let me tell you what. I am open to your gifts. I am open to your likes. I am open to your comments, man. I appreciate that flow. It means everything to me because this is your opportunity to express your energy, and it keeps the flow going. So I really appreciate your time, your energy, your gifts, your likes, your follows. It just keeps the flow going. Thank you so much. There's so much more that we're going to cover. By the way, if this platform, I hope it stays forever, but if we lose this platform, I'll be going to, I'm pointing to my profile, I think, I'll be going to Discord and YouTube. So all of these videos are going to be chopped up and put on YouTube as videos, but more importantly, when and if this platform, I don't hold any great hope for the future of this platform in the United States, but if it ever goes away, will be on Discord. So get over to Discord now. So in the event that this platform goes, someone wakes up on the wrong side of the bed and cancels TikTok tomorrow, we're still together. But I just want to be clear, I'm gonna use this platform. I love this platform. I feel the energy flow from this platform. I love giving. And the people I'm talking to, I'm doing this for you. So I want your feedback, your love, I want to hear how you're progressing. I want to hear your experiences. Would love to hear them on Discord so we can talk about them. But I'd love to hear it. I'd love to get you on as a guest and kind of go through your journey and how you're experiencing these light consciousness meditations, or just your whole journey from dense 3D to opening yourself to a few simple meditations to eventually raising your consciousness. Everyone's on their own journey, going their own speed, starting from their own starting point. Don't worry about anybody else. What binds us together is our intention to ascend. It's our intention to bring our lives into balance. It's not how balanced we are. There's no competition or comparison because everybody's different. We're each on our own soul journey. But I really see in my mind's eye, the people on here are like a group of interested light beings together. We are together doing this. So I'm going to use this platform until the lights go out. I love it. It's a fantastic platform. I really do love it. But if it goes away, just know you'll be left behind if you're not on our Discord community and you're not subscribed on YouTube, which I just opened that channel a few days ago. So, all right, I'm going to take off for now. Let me just scan and see any other good questions I want to talk about. Appreciate you, Mermaid. Thank you. Welcome. There you go. In the name of the collective. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you all. Make sure that you're following too, by the way. A lot of people are here and they comment and I find out they're not following, so they don't get a notification when I go live. All right, guys, everyone have a great, what's today? Wednesday? Have a great rest of your day Wednesday. To all my friends in Africa and Europe, I know you don't see me when I come on at night. I'm really happy I was able to do this. I'm happy you guys were here. Let's stay connected on Discord. For those of you that want to go deeper on the journey, go to Discord. I'll be talking to you there. Love you all, and everyone have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here.